Alternate history can be fun to think about, theorize, contemplate, insert another synonym. But what can be even better is when other people theorize and contemplate as well. Every so often, it's good to see what scenarios the community, aka you guys, come up with. It's that time again. It's Fan Alternate Countries 3. You submit the scenario, describe the country, what's it look like, who's in it, you can even make a flag if you're into that sort of thing, and then I showcase it to the whole world. So here we go. Ecologist Republic. During the 1990s, the United States wants to completely industrialize the world and throws all preservation acts and national parks out of the picture. At first, most countries agree, saying it would bring prosperity and a better economy. However, near the mid-2000s, the world begins to run out of natural resources. In response, the allies of America and its citizens revolt against the greedy government. The Ecologist Republic is founded. The country focuses on taking back the environment that has not been destroyed and completely turning the western and northern US into a peaceful ecological region. Many parts of the US are claimed as territory for the ER. The US, because of corruption, consumes the last remaining resources, which is a death blow to the nation, and the US collapses. The ER then takes over the remaining undamaged land left by the US, becoming a global superpower. Their economy is based on the remaining safe havens across the world and its remnant products. Agriculture and alternative energies are their specialties. Biotech is a big influence in politics and trade, and because of this, many diseases like cancer, AIDS, Ebola, rabies, etc. are cured. Overpopulation isn't a worry, as they eventually colonize the Moon, Mars, and some of Jupiter's moons. Decades later, a massive revolution occurs across the colonies, and a new empire is formed, called the Ecological Empire of the Inner Planets. Union of European Spartacist Republics. After the hunger, unemployment, and economic situations in Germany failed to be solved, the German people looked to a radical alternative. In 1919, the Spartacist uprising succeeds in overthrowing the Weimar Republic after amassing a majority of public support. The regular army and police are unable to form organized resistance against the communists, and the Weimar Republic is overthrown. The new government declares the Union of European Spartacist Republics. Capitalist elements in the country are removed, and the country transitions to a socialist system. However, the country is nowhere near as dictatorial as the USSR was. The UESR's foreign policy follows Trotsky's World Revolution idea, and after successfully funding a communist revolution to overthrow Austria, it annexes the tiny nation. Today, it has a heavily militarized border with France. Caribbean Federation. The Spanish-American War never happens, and the US never intervenes. Revolutions against the Spanish around the Caribbean succeed. Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, and Cuba unite to form the Federation. With time, they grow and conquer the rest of the Caribbean and Lower Antilles. Soon, they become a Latin American superpower, controlling ports, imports, and exports to all of Central and South America. The Royal Thai Republic. After defeating the Thai Communist Party, Thailand decides that in order to represent the people, Thailand has to submit to a republic. But many citizens do not agree with this plan because the Thai people thought that this was going to destroy their national identity. The Thai government transforms into a republic/monarchy thanks to influence from the United States. The government involves the king having high and strong power, but to a limit, as well as the people having a large amount of power. Since Myanmar, Laos, China, and Vietnam still had some problems, the government of those countries became unstable. Thailand took the southern tip of China and all of Southeast Asia and formed the Royal Thai Republic. After China lost its southern tip, China saw the new country as a threat and launched a full-scale attack on the north. The Thai Republic managed to fight back against the weak Chinese forces and kept their independence. Scandinavia. The Kalmar Union never falls, but starts expanding. It changes its name to Scandinavia and begins colonization. Today, it's a superpower, and has one of the highest standards of living in the world. The Republic of Sparta. Sparta never falls, nor does it convert to Christianity. The city-state launches a massive invasion against its neighbors. The Spartans are able to conquer not only all of Greece, but the Middle East as well. They eventually battle Rome in the Rome-Sparta War, and the two empires come to a truce, splitting Serbia. But this isn't enough to satisfy Sparta, leading to a new invasion. This time the Spartans take Rome and soon the rest of Italy. Seeing this as a suitable amount of land, they settle down and the invasions come to an end. In modern times, Sparta is an economic and military powerhouse, having the second best military in the world. Kurdistan. The United States mends ties with Iran and Assad in the war against ISIS. Obama then arms the Kurds instead of the Free Syrian Army. Turkey becomes politically and militarily isolated due to their treatment of Kurdish refugees. The Iran Army and Revolutionary Guard battle ISIS in eastern Iraq. The Iraqi army attacks from the south, and the Kurds battle in the north. Assad, with Western support, eliminates ISIS in southern Syria. Kurdistan in northern Iraq and northeast Syria is established due to the Kurds' distrust of a weak Iraq government. Kurdistan is then recognized by Iran, the US, the UK, EU, and Israel. Turkey transfers the Kurdish-dominated southeast region of their country to Kurdistan in fear of political and economic isolation from the West and Iran. The Republic of Persia. Iran, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, and Pakistan all joined together as one global superpower shortly after the founding of each one of those countries. The ROP becomes a military superpower, allying with the United States, Canada, and the rest of NATO to combat the Sino-Soviet Union in a Cold War. The country itself employs many of the same type of government and freedoms of the United States and enjoys economic prosperity through its highly capitalistic society. Iberian Union. In the 16th century, instead of the Portuguese, the Spanish declare war on the North African Arabs, but lose their king in battle. Portugal, with the support of the French, decide to step in and form a dynastic union. It eventually integrates Spain and forms the Iberian Union, People's Independent Confederation of Australia or Northwest Australia, and the Confederation Republic of Australia or Southeast Australia. The Russians and Americans worked together to help free Australia from Japanese control during World War II. Australia is liberated and split into two Confederate countries of Australia, Northwest and Southeast, across the diagonal line. Northwest Australia becomes communist on behalf of the USSR. Southeast Australia becomes independent on behalf of the USA and invades Tonga, Samoa, and Fiji. They remain divided to this day. Empire of the Covenant. During the height of Islamic expansion, a new religion comes to be, the Faith of the Covenant, unifying all three Judaic religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, under one religion. It spreads quickly in the Arabian territories, making its way to Europe through the invasion of Spain. The Covenant is locked in a world war with the Eastern religions based in India and China. The Great Empire of Walmart. Walmart gains independence from America and slowly turns itself into its own country. Europe and Asia declare war on it to stop its expansion and political views of lower prices. The Northwest Republic. A devastating virus spreads across the United States, killing millions of people. However, the Northwest region, Washington State, Idaho, Oregon, and North California, are spared due to the unsuitable climate for the virus and careful decontamination protocols. A new democratic republic is formed after the fall of DC, making Seattle the new capital. The rest of the eastern US remains in turmoil after constant warring between insurgent groups for land and resources. British Japan. The UK conquers Japan in 1860, bringing their culture and influence, most notably Christianity. In World War II, Japan never bombs Pearl Harbor, and the Japanese fight in the British Army. Republic of Aramea. The Arab Muslim empires never rise and are kept in the Arabian Peninsula. After the Roman and Byzantine empires collapse, a power vacuum in the Middle East occurs. Aramea is able to fend off the Ottoman invasions, and so its country and culture flourish. Due to the fact that Islam never rises in the region, Christianity is the nation's prominent religion. There are also Zoroastrian and Jewish minorities. Persia's religion is Zoroastrianism instead, and so the two nations compete for a long time. Since Turkey would likely be a Christian country too, they would be allies. Otakocracy of Japan. The government only makes choices based on anime and manga. Japan becomes a great powerhouse, and its international policy is to be noticed by senpai. This one is just... I don't even know. Thanks to all of you who submitted, and if yours didn't get in, don't be sad, there were a lot of suggestions. And I mean, a lot. I'm probably going to release one of these every month or so. Yes, I know I said that last time, but this time is different because this channel is bigger now, and I don't want soon to be 100,000 people breaking down my door. So you will all get a chance to get your nation showcased. Like us on Facebook, subscribe if you have not done so. This is Cody from the Alternate History Hub.